Who done it? And how? And why? Let's see.
Ling Ling Johnson, ready to go! Sweet! Yes!
Excellent!
Hi, if you want to talk to me, there's a little formality you have to do first. Oh. You're gonna love this. So long.
Suspect is the culprit.
Here's Ling Ling. Go Ling Ling, go Ling Ling. Yes.
Schmoot, says goodbye.
Good day to you. Don't make a mess of things.
Don't. How do you know the guilty party? How do you know the guilty part? What makes you think the guilty party is? What makes you think the guilty?
Yes. Woohoo!
Who done it? And how? And why? Let's see.
I'm on it. Yes. Yes.
Oh, it's you. Stay in touch.
Ah, yes! Yippee! That'll do.
As you want the truth? Let's see if you can handle it. You better turn that head around. Whoa! I have information you may require. Yeah, walk away.
Is someone there?
There you are. How about... Yes, I can use that.
Demonstrate your skills and I will demonstrate my knowledge. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. You need to hear this. Who is the guilty party? could tell you quite a bit if I wanted to.
Let me tell you something.
Be careful out there!
How are you? Why do you think the guilty party has won? How do you know the guilty party is a beautiful... What makes you think the guilty... Why do you think the guilty party...
Yippee! Yes!
Who done it? And how? And why? Let's see.
Here I am! Oh, yeah! Yes!
Let's do lunch or brunch.
Hey, maybe you should do something for me. And then I'll talk. Let me bend your ear to protect. Be careful out there.
10, hut!
Yippee! Use that!
Get out of my sight!
I am so psyched right now. Yes! Perhaps you could make some sense of this. Goodbye! I knew it!
I cannot say anything unless you do me a favor first.
Yes!
I would like to speak to you about something.
Which suspect is the culprit?
I'm on it!
Hiya! Before I say anything, you must prove yourself worthy. Now I shall talk, and you shall listen. Tschüss! I hope we meet again!
You think... Why do you think the guilty party has short... Why do you think the guilty party... What makes you... Why do you think the guilty party is...
Yes!
Who done it? And how? And why? Let's see.
I'm on it! Oh, yeah! Yes!
I could tell you more if the spirit moved me. Gee, I know I look good, but... Oh, come on. Here's a news flash for you, Sonny Jim. I'll be seeing you.
Hello? Right there. Woohoo!
Au revoir, détective.
Dude!
Put it here. Where? Right there. Put it... Yippee! Score!
Hey, baby. Yeah, I could talk if I was in the mood. Oh! Ha! Oh! Oh! Alright! Listen to this, man. We should hang out sometime.
Oh, I could tell you quite a bit if I wanted to. How can you leave it? You don't think you'll be most? Keep seeking the facts.
Just what I wanted. There you are. Ah, yes, I knew it.
Which suspect is the culprit?
I'm gonna solve the mystery.
Hey, dude. You gotta walk the walk before I talk the talk. Whoa. Whoa. Sweet. Alright, man! Are you ready to rock? Are you ready to roll? Are you? Where'd you go? Hut? Why do you think the guilty party has shorted? How do you know the guilty party is a man? What makes you think the guilty party? Why do you think the guilty party is?
Woohoo! Yes!
Who done it? And how? And why? Let's see.
Here I am! Yes!
Do not rest, brave detectives!
Can I interest you? You need to do something for me before I tell you anything. Let me tell you what I am. Don't work too hard.
Put it here. There. Woohoo! That?
Who's that? Well, I want to tell you things, but I just don't understand my motivation. Oh! There's nothing I like more than to... Goodbye!
Getting hungry. You think I did it?
Listen up.
How do you know the guilty party isn't him? Deduction detective. However, how do you know the guilty party isn't her? Deduction detective. However, how do you know the guilty party isn't her?
Who done it? And how? And why? Let's see.
Ling Ling Johnson, ready to go! Yes!
Oh, I could tell you some stories if I wanted to. What's that behind you? Whoa! Hey, dude and/or dudette, check this out.
So long, chum.
Schmooter's over here.
Ah, yes! Woohoo!
Toodaloo, detective!
Where are you? Ah, yes! Score!
What's wrong? I could say more, but only if I really wanted to. Maybe I should write, I'm a doctor, I help people. How do you know the guilty party isn't her? Excellent diagnosis, but how do you know the guilty party isn't him?
Oh, wow, that was...
Excellent diagnosis, but how do you know the guilty party isn't him?
Who done it? And how? And why? Let's see.
The investigation begins now! All right! Yes!
Don't be long.
Be seated. If you want to talk to me, there's a little formality you have to do first. Ooh. Oh. 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 Yes! You're gonna love this. The Great Justice.
Can I interrupt? I really shouldn't say anything unless you give me a good reason. Let me tell you what I know.
Don't do anything foolish.
As you were! You want the truth? Let's see if you can handle it! Good thing you're here! Just keep walking! Yeah, I could talk if I was in the mood. I got something I gotta speak about. Where'd you go?
What about this? Here it is. Just yes, yes, more.
Oh, it's... First, you have to do something for me. I'm famous, so that's how it works. There's nothing I love more than to
Is the guilty party?
I'm on it.
Stay on the straight and narrow.
Oh my. You look like you might be willing to do me a favor for some info. I've always wanted to talk to it. Goodbye! Hello, but it's me!
Your attention.
How do you know the guilty party isn't that woman? No! Phew.
Right.
You have a point there, but how do you know it wasn't that man?
Oh, wow, that was...
You have a point there, but how do you know the guilty party isn't her? You have a point there, but how do you know the guilty party isn't that woman?